host, Lobster Bob. It is good to be back. Happy New Year 2016. Now, I know it's been a while since I've been here. I got a new apron, and I haven't released a video since October of last year.
No! No!
So, I got some catching up to do. Today's menu, pot roast. Here's some of the things that have happened since I've been gone. I got a dog. This is him. He's a pain in my ass. Isn't that right, boy? Had a few setbacks. My oven still doesn't work, which is why we're gonna go a new route today. One of my Christmas presents was a very thoughtful gift. Cast iron Dutch oven. It's a type of oven. It's not this type of oven, but it's a different type of oven. And I'm gonna show you how to use it to make the most sexual pot roast you've ever put in your mouth. Tonight's menu is a plethora of things. It's going to be a pot roast dinner, it's going to be garlic mashed potatoes, and it's going to be green beans. So it's going to be a meal for the everyday man, asshole. Alright, let's not get too crazy. You know the situation. Let's start off with some onions, because let me tell you a little story about onions and pot roast. Nothing makes beef better than some onions. Let me tell you, onions are the way of life. And if you don't believe me, I don't care. As far as quantity goes, honestly, it's all up to you. I don't give a shit. Choppity fucking chop, 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 chop. Yeah, just, dice it up, cut it up, whatever you want, however small you want, however big you want. I'm just gonna do some medium-sized pieces, because it's a stew, it's a pot roast. No one gives a shit, no one's looking at you, no one's judging you, there's no score. It's just you, the onion, and the meat, and that's all that matters. I like big chunks of carrots in my pot roast, so big chunks, chunkity chunky chunk. The next part is celery. It's pretty much the same ingredients as chicken soup, but to each his own. Okay, wash it, or you could get AIDS. I'm just gonna chop this celery up real nice, because everything I do is real nice. Yeah. Alright, here are my fingerling potatoes. I'm just gonna wash these up, a few of them, and just cut them as is. I'm not gonna peel them, because who does that? Fingerling potatoes are washed. So I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3. Ooh, these are like purple inside. Choppity chop, choppity chop, bang bang bang, choppity fucking chop. So here is the Dutch oven. Alright, so at this point, it's all about the saute. So what we're gonna do here is just the onions, okay? Grab your onions and throw them in the pot. Oh, you hear that sizzle? That's cast iron goodness. And you're gonna use a wooden spoon, because wooden spoons were the first spoons that were ever invented. So if you're not making a pot roast with a wooden spoon, then you're a wooden tool. You must first dominate the onion, only then can you saute it. Alright, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this smells absolutely divine. It smells fantastic. So, the next trick, grab any beer. Pour some beer in that bitch. Oh god, yeah. Give it a nice stir. That's gonna bring some flavor into this pot. When your onions look like that, push your onions off to the side. Just like so. You're going to use this opportunity to sear the outside of your roast. So, grab yourself a roast. It doesn't matter what kind of roast it is. I'm using an eye round roast, bottom round, top round, I don't even know. But it doesn't matter, it's meat. Grab a roast and do this to it first. Season it with salt and pepper, and then brown all 4 sides in the pot first. Nice little sear, flip that, there we go. Flip it again. Now, you want to get those onions off the bottom. Scrape that shit. You don't want anything sticking to the bottom. If you notice that something's starting to burn on the bottom, take a little beer, pour it in the bottom, Scrape. Scrape the bottom. There we go. Oh God, yeah. That's called deglazing. And you can use that to make a nice sauce, but in this case, we're just using it to prevent burnage. Alright, take your heat, put it on medium. When all four sides are seared, you're going to want to position that in the center. Take these onions and throw these onions all over the roast. Oh yeah. Just double check the bottom of your roasting pan. Just scrape up anything that might be burned at the bottom. And I'm using beer, because beer is delicious. Alright, that looks freaking awesome. Alright. We're going to use this opportunity to add some liquid to our pot. Step 1. Take some Worcestershire sauce and throw some Worcestershire all on that bitch. Take some red wine. Pour some red wine all in that bitch. Beef broth. And use whatever you want. I don't care. Because I don't really care about you or your feelings. Then take some vegetable broth and put some vegetable broth in there. I like to submerge about half of the roast. Just give it a nice stir on the bottom. Just like that. Taking all the burnt shit that's on the bottom of the pan and just scraping it into the sauce. And then you're going to put it on low heat for about a half hour. Once it's been simmering on low heat for about a half hour, you're going to add the rest of your vegetables. So add your potatoes, your stupid celery, and your flamboyant carrot. You could get creative if you want and throw in a couple of cherry tomatoes, but none of you are creative, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so from here on out, it's the waiting game. 4 hours I want you to cook this on simmering, low heat, simmer low, so simmer low. About an hour before it's finished, what I'm going to do is make my mashed potatoes and my green beans. But between now and then, I have 3 things I can do. 1, clean this kitchen. 2, spy on my dog. 3, spy on my girlfriend. I'm going to do all 3. On the second thought, I think I'm going to make her clean it. So off to spy on the dog. Did I wake you? Did I disturb you? You want to fight? Don't mess with me. You want to fight? No? Me either. I'll probably lose. I have to wait for the pot roast to be finished. Hi. 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 Anna, what you doing? 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 Anna, what you doing? Anna.
Shut the fuck up! You're annoying.
What you doing? What you doing? Go. These are my fucking M&Ms. Just get away. Oh, now you want to lay next to me because I got M&Ms. The waiting game is horrible. Alright, well, it's been 4 hours, so let's take the lid off and see what we've got. Oh my lord. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, well, after 4 hours, the pot roast is finished. Out on a low warming simmer. A sexual, creamy simmer. And I'm going to keep it like that until I'm done making my mashed potatoes, which is the next step, okay? So let's do this. All right, so as you can see, I boiled some water, all right? I put a little salt in there. I'm just gonna throw some cut up potatoes in there. Now, I'm not gonna show you how to boil water and cut up potatoes, because if you don't know how to do that, you should probably just find the nearest knife or gun and off yourself immediately. So put all as much as you can in the water. And if the water level gets too high, empty some water out, genius. This is pretty full, and I don't care, that's exactly how I want it. So since we got a lot of stuff to do before we eat, let me show you what the next step is while the potatoes are boiling. Grab a big chunk of butter, and put the butter in the pan. Once that butter starts to melt, without hesitation, I'm going to take a large amount of minced garlic, fresh, and just add that to the butter. And then just stir it until it browns. As soon as it starts to brown, take it off the heat immediately. Alright, well the garlic, it has now turned golden brown, so we're going to take that off the heat and put it off to the side. Alright, potatoes are boiling. The garlic has been sauteed, a little bit of butter on the side. Those are going to go into our mashed potatoes, along with a little bit of milk, a little bit of salt, and those are going to be done. I got the pot roast off the heat on the back burner, and now I gotta make the roux. Do you know what a roux is? No, not a row, a roux. I think it's spelled R-O-O-O-O-O-O-O-O. A roux is a thickening agent. Essentially what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this butter and I'm gonna mix it with some flour. And I'm gonna stir it on the heat for about 15-20 minutes until it gets golden brown and it's nice and creamy and it kind of looks like light chocolate. And then I'm going to add some of the stock that was created from our pot roast with a little bit of beef stock, and then we'll have gravy, a thick, succulent, sexual gravy. And right now I'm gonna fry up some green beans as well. So dinner's almost ready. I would say in about 20 minutes. All right, pay attention, because I'm only gonna show you this once, ever. Take a big glob of butter and throw it into a pot, and it's gonna start melting. So you got the melted butter, and it's starting to sizzle a little bit. So we're gonna take some flour and throw some flour in there. Yeah, a little more. And that's about it. So you just put that on low heat. And just keep going like this for about 15 or 20 minutes until that stuff is, golden brown. Alright, so we've been going, and that is the consistency, and that is the color that we want. So I shut the heat off. I'm going to shut the heat to the potatoes off because the potatoes just finished boiling. Yay! Take this mixture, and we're going to pour some beef broth in there. And then I'm going to whisk that until all the lumps are gone. Alright, you might need to use a spoon to scrape some edges, some corners. No big deal. Now that will start to get thick as you start to keep stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring. So, what I'm going to do next is, I'm going to open my lid from the pot roast, and I'm going to take that broth. I'm going to go right in here with it. One of those, one more of those, and one more of those. Maybe one more. That's good. And we're just gonna stir that until it gets thick. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So as I wait for the gravy to thicken, I'm going to strain my potatoes. Ta-da! So here's how I make mashed potatoes. I'm gonna take my potatoes and I'm gonna put them back in the pot. Then, I'm going to add some of that garlic that I made before. I'm just gonna add the garlic right to the potatoes. Then, I'm going to take a chunk of butter, throw some butter in those mashed potatoes. The butterier, the creamier. Sexy. Normally I would take heavy cream next, but I only have milk, so I'm gonna add some milk. And then you just add the milk as you need it. Now, we mash. Mash. Oh, yeah. So sexy. Red skin, garlic, mashed potatoes. Oh yeah. I like mine a little chunky as well, so I'm gonna leave it chunky. Now, I'm gonna take a little taste. Very garlicky, which is what I like, but it needs salt. So I'm gonna add some salt. Oh yeah. There you have it. Garlic, mashed potatoes. And they taste yummy. Now let's pan over to the gravy situation. Oh God, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's thick. Oh, it tastes so good. I just tried it. It's creamy, it's buttery, it's beefy. That's how gravy should be. Oh, this is my favorite part. God, you know, I love frying up some frozen green beans. Nothing makes me happier. Oh, it's a sexy piñata! Oh! Yeah! A little salt, a little pepper, a little sour tossing. Oh yeah, look at that go!
This is going to taste fucking delicious.
That's it. They're done. They are done. These are done. That's it. They're done. Everything's done. This is done, that's done, that's done, that's done. It's all done. Start to finish. I'm so excited. I'm gonna do a close-up of all this shit. Look at that. Those green beans look voluptuous. And the beautiful gravy. Miraculous looking pot roast. God. Looks amazing. Our mashed potatoes. Let's do a little plating action. I am Lobster Bob. And it's good to be Lobster Bob. Hello everybody, welcome to the Lobster Bob Cooking Show. I am your host, Lobster Bob. It is good to be back. Happy New Year 2016. Now, I know it's been a while since I've been here. I got a new apron, and I haven't released a video since October of last year.
No! No!
So, I got some catching up to do. Today's menu, pot roast. Here's some of the things that have happened since I've been gone. I got a dog. This is him. He's a pain in my ass. Isn't that right, boy? Had a few setbacks. My oven still doesn't work, which is why we're gonna go a new route today. One of my Christmas presents was a very thoughtful gift. Cast iron Dutch oven. It's a type of oven. It's not this type of oven, but it's a different type of oven. And I'm gonna show you how to use it to make the most sexual pot roast you've ever put in your mouth.